chick again, and I am here to film really a haul, but it's a tiny one. It's four books, um, 4 books. Yeah, but I want to brag about them because I can. This is not an ad. There is a subscription box, but it's by no means an ad. They don't pay me or anything. They don't even know I exist. Other than that, they take my money every month. But the first books my husband got me for Christmas, so I want to mention those. So the first one is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I told him that I want some like really pretty books from my bookshelves and like my Instagram pics. Hi, kitty. Uh, but yeah, so kitty cat. Meow. But I wanted some really pretty books, so here they are. Pride and Prejudice because I don't I didn't own a copy before this. I was borrowing one from a friend, so she can finally have hers back now. And I have my own super pretty copy. It's like kind of a yellowy green. I don't know if you can tell. And then like I guess this is like embossed. It's like royal blue, and then the end papers are like royal blue as well. They are gorgeous. It's not illustrated or anything. These came from Blackwell Books, which I believe is somewhere across the pond in Oxford. They're in Oxford, Broad Street in Oxford. But I saw them on Instagram and from another like bookstagrammer, and I had to like, so I was like, "Will you buy me these?" And he said, "Sure." So then the second book that he got me for Christmas was Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson. I read this as a kid and I absolutely loved it. Um, I think I read like a abridged version, so I will definitely be rereading this at some point because if I'm correct and that version was abridged, then they probably left some things out. But I would love to reread this. It has like orangey, like coral in papers with stars on it, and then everything else is like silver, so pretty, and then it's got like a little orange like ribbon bookmark. So super cute. It's not illustrated other than the map, but that is totally fine. It is just a gorgeous book. I believe it's a Puffin classic, but it's gorgeous. So I'm excited for that. It looks beautiful on my shelves. But I wanted to talk about those first. And now I want to talk about my book of the month books. I haven't even opened yet. I do know what's in there because I pick my books. That's how this subscription works. You pick your books. You get to choose from 5, but you can also choose from a backlist if you want. They keep it like it goes back a couple of years, so that's pretty cool. And it's a bunch of different genres, so it's not like Owlcrate is mostly just fantasy and it's mostly just YA, and it's not like like Fair Loot. There are some other ones out there that are just classics. So like this is like murder mysteries, thrillers, romance, like nonfiction, everything under the sun. So it's really cool, and it's only like $15 a month. But I saw that they had The Invisible Life of Addie Larue a couple months ago, and I've been seeing so many like great reviews about it that I'm like, I really want to read it now. And so I went ahead and made an add-on for this month, January, and it was only $10. So I was like, why not? So I added it. But we are gonna open this now. And if I can, there we go. The tape is blue too, so I couldn't see. I know what I picked, but like I don't remember the synopsis on the other book, so I want to get it out and show you. So here is The Invisible Life of Addie Larue. So basically this is, I've seen enough reviews, I don't even need to like read the synopsis, but this is about a young woman in like the 1800s, 1714. In 1714, and she decides that she doesn't want to die ever. So she makes a deal with the devil and basically sells her soul so that she can live forever. But the catch, because there's always a catch in those kind of deals, is that no one will remember her at all. Like, they won't remember her name, they won't remember anything about her. Like, they can meet her and be like, oh, that it's so nice to meet you, and then turn around and they don't remember who she is. Um, until she meets someone in, like, I think it's in a bookstore. Ha. She meets this guy and he remembers her. I'm not sure if like he like turns around and then like turns back and still remembers her, or if he like remembers her from like sometime before that interaction. Um, but I'm excited for it. It's a chunk. But I'm super excited. It's written by V.E. Schwab, in case you didn't know. Um, this is what the hardcover looks like. They don't like sign them or anything, and like they don't do like the fancy like dust jackets, but like that's cool. But I don't really care. Like I really just care about reading the book. I wouldn't complain if someone like sent me one of those, but this is good. And it was only $10, so like yes. But the next when they send you a little bookmark. This one says I'll wait here, and they send you like a little card. This one is like the top books of last year, so that's pretty cool. The Vanishing Half was the 2020 book of the year, so that's pretty cool. But this is the January book that I picked. It is The Removed by Brandon Hobson. Isn't it gorgeous? It's just so pretty. Um, let's see. Ooh, pretty green endings. And the spine is yellow and the hardcover is green. So basically, um, it's been 15 years since their teenage son Ray Ray was killed in a police shooting, and the Okota family has been suspended in private grief. The mother, Maria, increasingly struggles to manage the onset of Alzheimer's, and her husband, Ernest, and their adult daughter, Sonia, leads a life of solitude, punctuated only by spells of dizzying romantic obsession, and their remaining son, Edgar, fled home a long time ago, turning to drugs to mute his feelings of alienation. With the family's annual bonfire approaching, an occasion marking both the Cherokee national holiday and Ray Ray's death, in a rare moment in which they openly talk about his memory, um, Maria attempts to call the family together from their physical and emotional distances once more. But as the bonfire draws near, each of them feels a strange blurring of the boundary between normal life and the spirit world. Maria and Ernest take in a foster child who seems almost miraculously to keep Ernest's mental fog at bay. Sonia becomes dangerously fixated on a man named Ben, despite or perhaps because of his ties to tragedy in her life and to lifetimes before. In the wake of a suicide attempt, Edgar finds himself in a mysterious, darkening land, a place between the living and the dead where old atrocities echo. So, and it says that it draws deeply on Cherokee folklore and seamlessly blends the real life and the spiritual to evacuate the deep reverberations of trauma and mediation on family grief, home, and the power of stories on both personal and ancestral levels. So this just sounds really interesting, and I've never read anything like it. Like I've never read anything um, like from the point of view of Native Americans and like all the terrible things that they've gone through, or even some of like other than like the stuff that you read in elementary school. Like I've never read anything like that. I didn't even read what is that one? Oh, it's like it's been banned. I'll try to put a picture of it. I don't want to say what I think the title is in case I'm wrong. But this just sounds really interesting, so I'm excited to read all four of these. They're all beautiful, and again, this is not like a book of the month ad. I just really am excited about these. They don't pay me anything. Like they don't even know I exist, other than they get my $14 a month or whatever. But if you do want to sign up, I'll leave the refer code in the description, and I get like ad credit, which I think equals 1 book. So that would be cool. But yeah, that is all of this video. That's all I had to talk about. It is a rather small book haul, but I'm excited. So yeah, but if you liked this video, go ahead and hit like and subscribe. That would be really awesome. It really helps me out. So yeah, I will see you again. See you later, bookworms.